Dave Chappelle was on David Letterman, and he's out there. He's out there.
Really? Okay, because I know I just recently mentioned this because after Maya Angelou died, they were posting some stuff, on Facebook and whatever. And I saw an interview or a conversation with him and Maya Angelou, and I understood why he left. And
explain it, because I don't. I'll let you hear his explanation on Letterman, and then you can make it make sense to me.
Okay.
Why did he leave his Comedy Central show going into the third season? And it was only on 2 seasons. This show, the Chappelle show, was the funniest thing. There's that, and then there's that Barat guy. These are probably my favorite sketch comedy shows. And now he came back, and I never thought I got a real answer. Chemda did, I didn't. And here's him explaining it to Letterman. This is the other day.
Now, you had the Dave Chappelle show at Comedy Central, and then you didn't have the Dave Chappelle show at Comedy Central. And in comedy, the reason most people have a show and then don't have a show is because they say, well, we don't want you to have a show anymore. But that wasn't the case here. The case here was you said, I don't want your show anymore, and you took a hike.
It's worse than that.
It's worse?
Yeah.
Well, now, are you tired of talking about it? It's 10 years, of course you're tired of talking about it.
I don't talk.
Because me and Keith Malley thinks you never talked about it, but I'm going to say it nice, like you've always been talking about it.
It's like, I just, listen, here it is.
All right.
Technically, I never quit. I'm 7 years late for work.
Did your lawyer use that joke in court?
Boy, are you going to be in trouble when you go back. You went to South Africa. Am I right about that?
Yeah.
And you lived in South Africa for an extended period of time.
Well, no. I was there for 2 weeks.
This white guy's laughing too hard. I'm out of here, Dave. No, we don't.
There's not too many good hiding places left in America.
But am I right about this? There was great mystery about this strategy on your part. Was there not?
I don't know. Because when it was all over the media, I was gone.
No, nobody was calling you.
Yeah.
You had no idea what an uproar this was.
If you're the guy, nobody really says anything to you.
Right.
So I don't know if it was mysterious or not mysterious. It was like...
It's mysterious. If I don't show up one day, and I'm getting a little under 50 million. If I don't show up, it's mysterious. It's a little mysterious. The billboards are up at this point.
Living in the corner of perception and reality. You know what I mean? And it's a weird place to be. When everyone thought Wesley Snipes was in jail, I saw him at a party.
That's right.
Wait, why is that funny? Am I missing something?
No, he said something cute, and so they're like, I don't know. I guess we'll all clap.
Oh, okay. So there wasn't a thing about Wesley Snipes that
No.
You didn't miss anything, no.
It was like perception, reality, Wesley Snipes.
It's like,
Well, I
right.
feel like no, because Wesley Snipes, I think, was
He's
there's
saying
a tax evasion thing.
Yeah, he didn't pay his taxes. He's trying to say some people thought Wesley Snipes was in jail, but I know that he wasn't. So don't go by media bullshit, which really doesn't fit this at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you hear Letterman's fake laugh, and he's like, oh, God, kill me. Thank God I'm getting out of this business. Why? Everybody asks me, why am I getting out of this business?
But here's what I remember about it. Comedy Central,
Okay, how about if I just tell the fucking story? Okay, you sit back.
That's where the show was. The show had been on the air 2 years, maybe 3 years?
2 years.
Quit playing stupid. It angers me because you're a comedian, and we know this guy is one of the greatest. That means you're hyper aware. You can't tell that David Letterman's trying to get something out of you. If you don't want to talk about it, say I don't want to talk about it. But don't turn. I mean, this is even cut up. Dave, I'm going to tell you the truth. Life's crazy.
That's where the show was. The show had been on the air 2 years, maybe 3 years?
2 years. We were shooting our third season.
And there was a negotiation, a renegotiation, and they said, here, we're going to guarantee you an enormous sum of money to continue doing the show because it's so successful. And then, apparently you agreed to it, and then where did he go? The show stopped and never came back. And like you said, 7 years later, you're just late for work. So a decision was made. You made a decision.
Oh, Yeah, I made a series of decisions.
Okay. Even the audience is like, we don't have to keep fake laughing, right?
Saying, I don't want this enormous sum of money?
Well, okay, look, Dave.
Dave, I'm going to say it to you straight. Fuck it. You know what? You're the best in the business, and you asked me 23 times. Now I'm going to answer you. Dave, it's like this.
It's very hard to go through something like this because no one's really done it before. So there's not too many people that don't think I'm crazy, right? So I look at it like this. I'm at a restaurant with my wife. It's a nice restaurant. We're eating dinner. I look across the room. I say, you see this guy over here across the room? He has $100 million. And we're eating the same entree. So, okay, fine. I don't have $50 million or whatever it was. Let's say I have $10 million in the bank. The difference in lifestyle is minuscule. The only difference between having $10 million and $50 million is an astounding $40 million.
This is just like, we thought he was going to say it's not different, but it is. It's $40 million different, but it's not really a joke.
No.
And it's almost like the audience is laughing so that they don't think they're taken for a ride, like we're relieved. I saw articles saying Dave Chappelle came out and said what was going through his head on Letterman. He's not saying anything.
Well, so far nothing, but there's got to be more.
Oh, there's got to be. Boom. I guess we'll do that. Boom. We'll fill up some time.
Of course I would like to have that money.
You're right. It's 40 million is the difference. And how do you feel with doing what you felt you needed to do?
The very complicated answer. Money is the fuel for choices. Money gives me choices. So that's not nothing. It's something. I can choose when I want my kids to go to school. I can choose what I want to eat in a given day. It's not the end, but it's not the end all be all. There are other things in my life that I did not purchase with money that are very valuable to me.
That's right. And let's just say you had the 40 million. Who's to say you would be a happier or better person?
I think I might be a happier person.
Yay. Yay.
I don't know. There's no way of knowing. But you know, sometimes I listen to a Jay-Z record and it starts making me feel bad about some of the choices I made. This guy's had more fun on 2 songs than I've had in the last 11 years.
But who among us doesn't make choices we have regrets about?
All of us do.
All of us do.
All of us do. Great. All right, we're out of time. Thanks. All
I
of
don't
us do.
understand. So then
There's
do you have
nothing
regrets?
to understand. He said
He's not saying
nothing.
it.
Is that the end of it?
Yeah.
This is how
I'm so
Okay.
mad. Here's the real questions that you should have asked. What was your sense of responsibility for the contract that you signed, not only with a large corporation that we understand that we could be against so easily because they're the man? Mm-hmm. What about your obligation to the writers on your staff, to the other comedians who were relying on it, who were saying that they're writing for the Chappelle Show, who had to then look for another job and another status symbol that can get them to yet another writing job? What about the people who you already employed, who were already hired? What about why $40 million doesn't actually mean anything to you? You're joking around about it, but it could be 40. It's not the $40 million. He's still Chappelle. We still know exactly who he is. Mm-hmm. We still know that if he were to put on a show, we'd all watch. We'd all give him a giant chance. Who gives a shit about the $40 million? What made you leave? What made you come back? Why are you in front of me right now? Right. Get angry on TV, get angry on YouTube, start a podcast, do whatever. You have all these platforms and you have everything at your fingertips. In fact, we have to try to get people to listen to these words. You could just put out a thing and everyone will be like, oh, that's so smart.
And finish the 3rd season. Like, this is exactly how I felt when the Jonas Brothers broke up. I bought tickets, and I was ready to go see them, and they cancel their tour because of artistic differences? Well, just finish what you started.
And maybe if we had $1 billion, we could walk away for a second, but come on, man.
Yeah, well, he's crazy. He just is, and nobody wants to say it because he's the great Dave Chappelle.
I actually don't think he's crazy. I think he's selfish.
I didn't know it was a big deal. I just went to another country. It's hard to tell if it's what?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Huh? if I do a show, I just don't do my stand-up show one year. I just don't. I go to Mexico.
Why is that a thing? What?
What? I go to Mexico.
And how many people does that affect?
Right.
You know?
Who cares?
Dress up in a fat suit and start going to open mics.
And then I really, right.
do the fucking Tyra Banks thing.
Right.